So it's another day. Another day the survivor in you has shown up. Pat yourself on the back. Congratulate yourself for making it another day. Tomorrow may not be as easy as today was. Tomorrow may not be as hard as today was, but you're here. So congratulate yourself for being here. Let me give you 5 reasons why you need to do what I think is necessary for you to be here, and that's get help. 1, one day you're going to wake up and meet the happiest version of yourself, and it will be all worth it. 2, you matter. 3, the world is so much better with you in it. 4, asking for help shows your true power. And 5, we need you. If you are suffering from any type of mental disability or any type of illness or any type of bullying or anything that makes you want to think about taking your own life, please don't. Reach out to the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-8255. And if for some strange reason, some odd, unusual reason, you just don't feel safe enough to make that call, then reach out to me on any of my social media platforms with a simple message of, we need to talk. And I will make myself available to you. I will make myself more than available to you so you can fight this war with somebody by your side. So before you make a decision that I have to live with, that those people who love you have to live with, please don't. Just simply pick up the phone or type a small message and get help. Let's play the blame game. I love it. Or let's play the blame game for sure. It is Overreaction Monday after another football Sunday, and more than likely, Pride Nation, you are still trying to find answers and ways to cope with another loss for our Detroit Lions. But let me be the first to tell you that this is a trigger alert. This is your opportunity to step out while you still have a chance. If you came here to hear me going off about things that you think happened in the game, this ain't that show for you. That's right, people. My job is to be objective and to openly see things as they are, to be functional in the reality that they are. So I got a lot to cover in a short period of time. I'm going to go through the roll call real quick. We're going to obviously be talking about the game with the Lions versus the Ravens. We're going to be talking about the officials. We're going to be talking about the coaching staff. We're going to be talking about you, a fan base, and a plethora of other things, including your questions. Now, I was not feeling too well yesterday, and in fact, I'm feeling much better today. And even though I wasn't feeling well, I was able to see things that disgust me, and not in the game, but amongst us as a pride. Before we get into that, let's see who's in the building with me. We got Looney Tune in the building, delusional Lion fan. We got my man John Bradshaw, Mars Moon, one funky Lion fan, Forbidden Knowledge, Jack Frost, Chrome, Tactical Puma, not a Lion fan, but that dude live, Barbary Lions, Craig Bevins, Dr. Detroit, Gavin Carson. We got Lion King in the building. Antonio Jenkins, Super Saiyan Lion. We got Can in the building. B for real is in the building. JGB is in the building. We got Gino. Let me make sure I ain't forgetting nobody. We got Motor City Thanos. Shay's in the building. Delusional Lions fan. Ferg Lions 509, who just did some beautiful work on some stuff. Antoine is you high is in the building. We got my man Jimbo G. Just Adrian in the building. Dominique Davis, Steve Collins. That's also one of our fellow people from Royal Alliance UK. And if you ever want to get into a heated hip hop battle or debate with this man, don't do it. Don't mess with anybody but Steve. Leave Steve alone. Steve got too much time on his hand. He's damn near a historian. Don't do this to yourself. You also have Key Eric in the building. Forbidden Knowledge. Let me try and forget nobody. All right, people. If you're looking closely at this photo, all right, All right. If you're looking at this photo, it literally says the Field Review Podcast Show, let's play the blame game. I'm going to give you all your opportunity to get it out. Get it out your system. Vent. Put it in the chat. I need to know, who do you blame for the Detroit Lions loss? Do you blame Jared Goff? Do you blame the defense? Do you blame the officials? Do you blame the force? Do you blame the fans? Who do you blame for that loss? All right. I want people to tell me, who do you blame? We got a lot of Goff coming in here. Goff. We got another Goff. Let me see. We got some more Goff. I blame Will. I still can't cover a 4th and 19 Harris. I blame Stafford for the Detroit Lions loss. Everyone, Will Harris, blame is never helpful. Campbell, Jonah Jackson. All right. Well, I got refs. All right. Let me give you another disclaimer. Okay. A football game is played within a 60-minute interval. 60 minutes, which generally takes 3 to 3.5 hours to play in regulations without overtime. That includes 4 quarters. I'm going to tell you how I broke this game down. I broke this game down from an earlier standpoint. The reason that I have all 4 of those pictures up there is because one or more of those people are to blame for the Lions' loss. Here's a fun fact. He does not wear black and white. Yeah, I'm finna upset some people today. Because I know that y'all want to hear me do something different, but let's go down the list. First things first, who does Luke blame for this game? I blame for this game Dan Campbell, and Dan Campbell alone, because Dan Campbell is the person who oversees everything, and Dan Campbell should be the one to take the blame. Now, don't get me wrong. At halftime, I was ready to light Anthony Lynn on fire. You understand me? And I'm still going to light him on fire. But it came down to this basic principle. Dan Campbell has the power to veto anything that happens in this game. Dan Campbell has the ability to say, I don't like this. I want more of that. And at the end of the day, Dan Campbell did not meet that obligation. I'll explain to you why. Now, in order for me to explain to you why, I want you to first understand that not only did I lay out the blueprint for how to beat this team, it was so beautiful in my blueprint that if they did it, we win. Do y'all remember this photo? It's also the same photo I used for a video on Friday. And in case you're missing it, this is what I said in that video.
Our strength is running the ball. We have that high average, not because we haven't did a lot of attempts, because we efficient on a lot of those attempts. I'm going to show you something else. So obviously we know what they got. Jamal Williams got 79 rushing yards on 16 carries. Can a man get the goddamn ball? DeAndre Swift, 76 rushing yards on 19 carries. This ain't got nothing to do with anything else. The Lions can win this game by beating and exploiting them with their short pass, because guess what? The Ravens have the same problem as the Lions. And you know what that is? Their linebackers is struggling to cover people too. So I should see a lot of screens. I should see a lot of freaking draw plays. I should see a lot of trap plays. I should see a lot of tight end passes. Their linebackers are struggling too. Patrick Quin is struggling. All of them is struggling. This is the one game where your number one target should be running backs, like how Green Bay did us.
Now, I said that on Friday. I said a whole lot of things on Friday, but I know for a fact that I outlined this thing beautiful. I said We should do to them what Green Bay did to us. So why am I sitting here ready to go in on Anthony Lynn? Because he didn't decide to do that until the second half. In fact, when I go through and I look at this game, I walked away with a scary revelation. Y'all ready for this? Just hypothetically. Okay. How many times do y'all think we ran the ball in the first half? If you had to guess how many times we ran the ball in the first half, what would you guess? Like, if the answer for you, I'll even make it easy for you. If the over and under was 10, would you take the under or the over? I got 7. Okay, look, we already thinking in the right spots. All right? We got 7 on the bench. We got 9. We doing good. 14. Okay. Here's a fun fact for you. If you count the one run that my man's Jared Goff had, we ran the ball 11 times. That's not even the most egregious part of it, right? That's not even the most egregious part of it. They ran the ball 11 times, and if you count that one run, take that, which is one run for 4 yards, they had 69 yards at half. And if you take that one run out, that is still a total of 65 yards on 10 rushes. Here's the more beautiful part. Watch this, people. DeAndre Swift, 5 carries, 35 yards, a 7.0 yard per carry average. Just going to put it out there. Jamal Williams, 5 carries, 30 yards, 6.0 yard carry. I said that we need to run the ball. Like, literally, I said we need to run the ball. I said we need to do things to exploit their linebackers. That's what they had at halftime. How in the hell do you throw the ball 16 times in the first half to 10 rushes when they couldn't stop the damn run? They couldn't stop it. There was nothing they can do to stop the run. There was never a point in this game where we felt like, oh, we couldn't run the ball on this team. What I didn't understand was the thing that came up after that, right? Because I want y'all to understand something. How many receptions you think? And I said this real clear on Friday, that our number one target should be tight ends and running backs. How many receptions do you think went to Jamal Williams in the first half? How many? I'll give you a guess. It's lower than 5. I'll give you a start. It's lower than 5. How many receptions do you think Jamal Williams had in the first half of this game? A game where linebackers couldn't cover crap. We got 1, 3, and 0. There's some good guesses. Let's try 2. You want to know how many went to Swift? 1. Now, can I blame that on Jared Goff? Certainly I can blame that on Jared Goff, but this is not a Jared Goff problem. This is an Anthony Lynn problem. When you're supposed to run the ball and go hard, you don't. And instead of you doing that, you have a difference in mindset. They could not stop the run. Now, I was ready to chew him out, and then the second half came. And he woke up and he hit the running back off the backfield and he did all these different little things. In fact, there's even one play where Goff threw a beautiful pass that if Swift was paying attention would have been a nice catch and run, but he didn't see it and it happens. However, football is played in 4 quarters. And if you come in here prepared to hear me blame the referees, I'm sorry, you're not going to get that today because this is not a referee loss. I don't care if they missed the false start. I don't care if they missed the damn delay of game. I don't care. There was one singular moment that we did not explore, that we did not look at, that we are not able to be open and honest about. But before we get there, let me show you all the miscues that allow for the Lions to have done so much more, right? Let's show all of those plays because we have to be able to be honest about what happened with this team. So let's start with the first one right here. What is this right here? Ooh, drop. Probably would have went for a touchdown. But it's a drop, right? All the miscues, and these are just a few that I decided to pluck out that stood out to me. There are things I want you to pay attention as you watch these videos. Oh, you know what? Let me take this down. Let me take this down because I don't want nobody to miss this. This is necessary for y'all to understand. Make sure you keep a close eye on down and distance, people. 2nd and 10. Drop. Okay. 2nd and 10. Straight to the end zone. Drop. Okay. The opportunities for this team to take over was there. I've counted over 9 different moments we could have won it. 3rd and 7. Should have been a touchdown. Drop. All I keep hearing is how the quarterback got all these drops, but everybody dropping the damn ball. Now, I'm giving it to you this part because I'm going to give some praise to a lot of things. And I just want you to see what the things that I want to give you praise to are. But just understand, before you start talking officiating, understand this. Missed field goal. Just stay with me. I want you to understand that each one of these presents an opportunity for the Lions. If you missed that, let me go back. Let me go all the way back. Let me go back. I got to get back just enough so I can pause it. Just enough so I can pause it. All right? So they missed a field goal. We're not talking about these missed opportunities. Literally fumbled the damn snap. Ball is on the ground. 1st and 10. Got them pinned deep in they little end zone, right? Deep. He picks the ball up. Really? Drop. We're just talking about all the miscues for opportunity. For opportunity. This is one of my favorites right here. 3rd and 9. That's the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 9. Watch this. Oh, you didn't see it? Damn, you missed it, didn't you? Well, let's see. Let's see if we can change your mind a little bit. Let's see if we can change your mind. Let's do this one more time. You see this Lion player that looked like it should have been a sack on 3rd and 9? Yeah, that's A.J. Parker. Came in clean. Should have destroyed Jackson. Nope. Another miscue. And then on top of this, he manages to not only shake off that tackle, step up, and still throw a terrible pass that would have been a touchdown. So before you start telling me about some officials, understand the Lions had opportunities. That's the first thing. That's the first thing I want you to understand. All right? We're not going to play the blame game until we are able to see that the Lions had some opportunities. Now, I decided to kind of take a better glance at those opportunities because I believe that a game can be told if you're just willing to see how the Lions blundered away a multitude of opportunities, okay? Now, the other thing that jumped out to me immediately when looking at the Detroit Lions is going to come here because evidence will support that many things that happened didn't get there. Before we get all the way down to 4th and 19, we have to go through and see how we got there. You see, everybody wants to jump the gun, but let's see how we really got to where we got. How do we end up to this certain point? So let's go right here, people. This is their first drive. They go 5 yards, 2 yards, -2 and punt, right? And you go, damn, we get the ball back, right? And mind you, we get the ball back after we go 6 plays and out. But before we go in there, let me just run it all down to you because seeing is believing. We get the ball, incomplete pass. Okay. 11-yard pass. Okay. 11-yard run. Oh, really? You mean to tell me we can run the ball? Got it. Incomplete pass to Raymond. He dropped it. Tell the truth, shame the devil. He dropped it. 1-yard run. Incomplete pass, punt. Right? I don't know if y'all paid attention to this. The punt went 48 yards to Baltimore's 4. Right? And was down by Kadarius, or whatever his name is, Kadarius Hodge. It was down at the 4. At the 4. Say it with me, people. At the 4. They managed while being stuck at the 4 to get a 4-yard run, right? Still didn't help much. Didn't help much or anything. They had an incomplete pass, right? They had an incomplete pass that was reviewed as a forward pass. In my opinion, I thought it was a fumble. But whatever. We get a break there. Nobody was bitching at the officials then, but okay. 12-yard sack. So now Goff is sacked. Punt. Now watch this. They get the ball back. 16-yard pass, 11-yard pass, 2-yard run, 5-yard run for no gain. Field goal, no good. At this point, Lions is in good standing. We're feeling good. Everything is in our favor. They just missed a field goal. We at home, and everything is going good. Well, we get to the next set of plays. Lions, 14-yard run. You mean to tell me we can actually run the ball? Okay. So we actually run the ball. 2-yard run, 3-yard pass, 4-yard pass, 5-yard penalty. False start on Darren Fails. Now, this does not say big play. Do y'all see the word big play anywhere around here? No. You know why? Because they don't count this as a big play. But this was huge because the Lions on 4th and 1, damn near 4th and inches, were going to run the ball again to pick it up. And instead of us doing that, we take a penalty. False start on tight end Darren Fails. So before you start coming in here, want to talk to me about some referees and some zebras and how the only thing that can beat the line is a zebra and all the zebra jokes, I want you to be clear about what happened in this game. All right? Period. Before we even got to this 4th and 19 crash, before we even got to a delay of game or a false start, I want you to see where it happens at. And I'm bringing this up because Dan Campbell knows exactly what I'm saying is true. Well, how do you know that, Luke? Here's what Dan Campbell had to say after the game. The bottom line we talk about all the time, but you have no idea what that play in the first quarter can do when you're sitting there at the end of the 4th quarter for the win. He said, so every play counts, man. Every opportunity counts. Every drive counts. You can get 3 more points in the first half or get 1 more stop in the first half, and it makes all the difference. That's what he said. I'm just going by what he said, right? Right? This is all I'm trying to put out there is what he said. So we get back over here and we get this penalty. So at this point, they get smart. We already going to be 4th and 6. They take another penalty to give them a chance to punt the ball away. And they punt the ball away. And so now the ball gets punted away. And what do you know? The punt comes. They get a negative 5 yards. For I believe it was like what the penalty for this was. There was it was a fumble and it was recovered. That's what it was. So they get the fumble recovery. All right. Now here comes the big play. 2nd and 10, 31-yard run. Right? It's all good. He took off. Lamar did his thing. It is what it is. 6-yard run for Murray. Okay. Then they get an 11-yard penalty. Right? As Lamar is scrambling off to his little livelihood, they get the fullback for holding, right? And so now we're up here on the 6-yard play, 2-yard run, and they got a punt. All this happened in the first quarter. And nobody has scored at this point. And we get down, and I'm thinking, all right, they got 3 plays for 10 yards. Incomplete pass. Another penalty, holding on Jonah Jackson. 6-yard run, negative 3-yard run. Now you want to run the ball. Now you want to run the damn ball. 1st and 10, pass the ball. Get a penalty, 2nd and 10. After you did what? Swift to the left, and Swift ran for 8 yards. Just run the ball. They can't stop it. And then watch this. They got a punt. And the punt goes off, and it's a penalty on Detroit. Illegal formation. 5 yards enforced at Baltimore's 49. Damn. That was 4th and 11. And they still punted. We still punt it. Now here they come. They feeling good. Because now here's the point to me that could have really turned this game around. 5-yard pass, 14-yard run, 5-yard penalty. Incomplete, deep right to Swift, penalty on Humphreys. Feeling good, right? Another incomplete pass. Why are we passing so much? Run, 13-yard sack. The hell going on? Now it's time to punt. And they don't say big play right here, but this is the difference in what changes games. This man punts the damn ball. We get a fumble. Recovered. Which would have put us on what? Their 7 or 5-yard line? But let's talk about NFL rules. For the people who swear up and down, it's officiating. I could not believe that I was able to find their actual rule book. And it's a full PDF. It's clear as day right here. Kicking team players voluntarily out of bounds. Article 4. During a punt that crosses the line of scrimmage and prior to a change of possession, it is a foul if a kicking team player goes out of bounds voluntarily. I've watched that play over and over. He ran out of bounds on his own. Not a single person pushed him. He went out voluntarily. Here's the most important part they put right here, and they put it in parentheses. Without being contacted prior to the end of the kick. So now we have a freaking fumble that gets null and void on a stupid penalty, which would have been guaranteed run the ball in for a touchdown. And the score being 7-3. But we're not good with that. No way we're good with that. We cannot be good with that. They get to punt again. And this time, instead of it being a fumble, he runs the damn thing back for damn near 30 yards. Well. What happens next? Now, instead of us being up 7-3, he comes out 8-yard run, 1-yard run, big play, 37-yard pass. 37-yard pass. 2nd and 9. He got 37. -4 yards rushing and a holding penalty. Right? -4 yard sack. Incomplete pass. I want y'all to pay attention to another moment that jumped out to me. 3rd and 18. Let me make that big enough so y'all can see. 3rd and 18. He hits a wide open Duvernay. How in the hell? How? On 3rd and 18. This is how we win the games? We're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. Don't talk to me about no officiating. I'm mad at Dan Campbell for not telling Lynn, put the ball on the damn ground. They're struggling. I'm mad at that. So let's get back to it. We got to be able to see all the reasons why you can't blame the officials. The Lions left so much football out there. So 3rd and 18, they giving it up. We still talking about 4th and 19. We still talking about that 4th and 19. But here come the Lions. Let's just say I can go ahead and get to the half. There's no reason to do anything else. Let's get to the half. Now, they get a field goal here. But there's still something that happened on this particular drive with them that stood out to me. Right here. 2nd and 8, pass deep left to Andrews. Not the freaking receiver, a tight end. 41-yard pass? Okay. Incomplete pass. Run for no gain. Pass incomplete. They take a field goal. Now the Lions are in business. And this is where I started to say, oh, he figured it out. He understands that we got to exploit their linebackers. 5-yard pass. This is when you want to dink and dunk. TJ Hawkinson. 12-yard pass. Khalil Raymond. -2-yard run. 11-yard pass. 2-yard run. 14-yard pass. 19-yard pass. Notice who they going after right here. Patrick Quin, 1 yard run. See, now they getting it. 9 yard pass. This is when we should have been dinking and dunking in the beginning. Oh, what do you know? Touchdown. Touchdown. I'm going to show you the part of the game that 100% falls on Dan Campbell. And I'm going to show you the one part of the game that could have changed everything. And I hope I don't get in trouble for this. I hope. But I'm going to show you the film so we can see why our team took a loss. So we can understand why it is that we are in this place. That we are sitting here feeling like crap after a loss and not feeling too good after what should have been a win. Now, keep in mind, it literally took a record kick to still win the game. A record kick that bounced off of the freaking end zone goalpost to get in. Right? I mean, just the luck at the end of the game was with them. It took all of that for us to take an L. You should still feel encouraged. You should still feel enlightened. Okay? But keep in mind that at some point, there's a part of a game that we just have to call. Now, my video want to act like it don't want to play. Come on, video. I give it a few. But the game was lost at the end of the game because the head coach got too conservative. The play calling got too conservative. Their logical way of thinking was out the window. Okay? And if he was truly thinking, he would have understood that the only way to pretty much guarantee your victory was a touchdown. It was the only play that you could have had to guarantee it. That's the only thing he could have did to guarantee the victory. Instead, he played for a field goal, not to lose. He played safe, and it cost him. It bit him in the butt. There was still an opportunity for the Lions to pick up a first down on a team with no timeouts. They never even had to have a final possession. Never even had to have it. Not once did they have to have a final possession. We could have literally never gave them the ball back and won that game. Do y'all realize that? Did anybody realize that there was a point in the game where we didn't even have to give them the ball back? That's scary. That's nerve-wracking. And the sickening part of it is the Lions are going to kick themselves for years to come because they never even had to give the ball back. Never once. It was never going to be an issue for them to get the ball back. That's why I said when it comes to blaming somebody, you cannot blame the officials. You cannot go out and blame anybody but your head coach. And you blame your head coach. And I know it's a growing pains thing and all this other stuff. I get it. But you blame the head coach because at some point he has to understand what's going on. So let's just take a look right here. At this point of the game, we got an interception. This essentially can seal the game. He knows he's messed up. It's 5 minutes and 25 seconds. He can't believe what happened. The Lions is coming out. They feeling good. Play action. Ooh, right there. Let's get it. Right? It's all going in their favor. Luck be a lady. I believe they said at this point it was like a 97% chance or something like that. I can't remember exactly what the percentage was, but that's what they said. Right? Now you throwing sweeps and toss plays and, oh, okay. Right? Just killing clock. I want y'all to really understand what the problem is. This ain't just something that the Lions players got to know. This ain't an issue. That's a terrible freaking pass by Jared Goff. But this ain't just an issue to say that we don't have talent. We got talent. If I were to tell you that they would have held Lamar Jackson to less than 100 yards rushing, you'd have thought I was lying. And we'd have held Baltimore to 19 points, you'd have thought it was a joke. Everybody thought it was a game when Dan Campbell said he put the onus on the offense. See, there go that damn reset. There go that damn reset. Let me get us back to our point. Let me get us back to our point. Damn it. That's not far enough. All right. It's acting stupid. So I'm just going to leave this alone because they're not going to mess with me today. I'll just show you through the thing. Let's get down here to the play-by-play. I want y'all to understand something. The Lions come out after getting that interception. They get that 24-yard pass. They get a 1-yard pass, a 19-yard pass where they try to challenge and say that he didn't catch it, a negative 1-yard run. Then they get another 22-yard pass to Khalif Raymond, a run for no gain, a 1-yard gain, right? But let's start let me go back where we at. Right here. 1st and 10 at Baltimore's 35 with 3 minutes and 17 seconds on the clock. They run the ball. Cool. We choose some clock down. 2nd and 11, 22-yard pass. Here we are. 1st and 10 on Baltimore's 14. With a chance to still get another first down. They still got a chance to get another first down, people. They get a run for no gain. Chew off 3 seconds because they call a timeout. They run the ball for 1 yard. Chew off another 5 seconds. They call their last and final timeout. Their last and final timeout. You got to go for the damn win right here. You don't give the ball back to them. You got to take a shot to the end zone, a shot for the first. You got to go for the win right here. There's no way of getting around this. Even if you didn't do it here, at this point, you got to go for the win because they burn the timeout. It don't matter. You still can kill the clock. But we here. If you get the first down right here, you realize they cannot do anything else. You can really run that whole entire clock down. Right? Now, I'm going to show you why this is all irritating me and why I had to wait till I was no longer upset. Right? I literally came up with everything wrong with the Lions' last possession. Here go the first thing. You was playing for the field goal. Right? The Lions was playing for a field goal. A field goal that, in my opinion, that they were playing for, they were doing that with a kicker who was getting ready to make his 3rd kick of his career in the NFL. Stay with me, people. You were getting ready to trust your game to the kicker who's getting ready to make his 3rd kick of his career in the NFL. Career. That's nuts, man. You can't do that. You didn't give no chance to do that. You was more reliant on your defense to hold when I can show you in real time, in case y'all miss it, that as well as the defense played, there was a lot of freaking miscues. A lot. But you trusted this defense to hold. I literally showed 4 or 5 freaking plays. That's why I did that. To show that they was getting open and behind our defense. You was trusting that. Also the leg of a kicker who's going to make his 3rd kick. You just going to forego the first down. Not put the ball in the quarterback hands. Got it. You left the game to be decided by the Ravens by playing this way. There was no reason for you to play it this way. There was no reason for you to act like this. All you had to do is get the first down. That's it. Get the first down, game over. And then, if you trust your kicker to kick it, you get the final possession. All this season, he been playing aggressive. This whole season. To get to that point and go, no. That's why I don't want to hear about no referees. That's why I don't want to hear about Jared Goff. I don't want to hear about Will Harris. I don't want to hear about no 4th and 19. If there's anything wrong with that 4th and 19 play, I can tell you this right now. They rushed. They didn't rush enough. They should have sent heat his way. I don't want to hear about Dan Campbell calling a timeout. I don't care. Before we get to all of that, a first down ends the damn game. That's the game. They never get the ball back. They never get to sniff the ball. He never gets to see another field goal. You control your destiny. You left it in the hands of referees and the other team. And for that, that's why you lost. 4th and 19 had nothing to do with it. Nothing. Before we got to 4th and 19, you just had to pick up a first down on 3rd and 9. Let's just say hypothetically, he throws the ball and it's an incomplete. Right? Hypothetically. At worst case scenario, you still had timeouts. At worst case scenario, you're talking about a team who is sitting up there 3rd and 9 at Baltimore's 13. You couldn't get a first? Seriously. And that would have ended the whole game. We would have had this whole problem solved. And we didn't even do that. So I don't want to hear about nothing else. The only thing that should have been talked about is how in the hell we didn't go for it on 3rd and 9. We just ran another damn ball. That's it. We just ran the ball again. Trying to kill clock. That's all we did. That's all we did. Now, I know that's not going to go over well with a lot of Lions fans. Y'all not going to like that. And he did nearly miss that field goal because it's only his 3rd kick. I know y'all not going to like that. But that was the game. That's the difference. With all the stuff that happened before, they still had a chance to control their destiny. And they literally put it in somebody else's hands. Whether you want to call it the officiating, you want to call it 4th and 19, don't care. The only thing you can walk away with is for all the talk that you want to say about the Detroit Lions giving up 4th and 19, you get a stop there, the game over, blah, 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 blah. What about before they even get a chance to touch the ball again? They never had to touch the ball again. It wasn't like it was 4th down. It was 3rd and 9. If you throw it and you don't get it, you kick the field goal. They got to march down the field. He played safe. And it sucks. And I can't blame the officials for it. I can't blame the defense for it. I can't blame missed phone calls and missed far start. I can't blame none of this. I can't blame the neighbors. I was proud of our Detroit Lion fan base for the most part of that game, up until the damn Calvin Johnson ceremony, which is what we finna switch gears to. Shameful. What the hell do y'all want as a fan base? Seriously. What do y'all want? You know something is wrong when they're having a ceremony to bring back one of our Lions greats to celebrate his Hall of Fame induction by giving him his ring here, and you soiled that, which to me was one, disrespectful to Calvin Johnson, but two, it made you look shameful as a fan base. You sat there and booed the owner who still got this man to come in the building to get his ring in front of you. And he didn't even look like he enjoyed it. He looked it real uncomfortable. And when he tried to get y'all to stop, y'all just boo, boo. You finally show up in force. Finally show up in force where I can say, yep, Ravens didn't own that field that day. Unlike week 1 opening day. And you decided just, I'm going to boo the owner. Like the owner had anything to do with a lot of the things that transpired. Stop playing with me, y'all. Seriously. Y'all don't understand basic business. Everybody want to talk about same old Lions, but what about same old Lions fans? And Dr. Detroit makes a good point. He says Calvin created that drama, but he tried to get them to stop it because this wasn't the time or the place for it. But we can't even find the common decency to just if that had been anywhere else, they wouldn't have did that. They would have celebrated their great, and they would have made that moment beautiful. Instead of the story being Calvin Johnson gets his ring, the story was Lions boo owner. Every freaking headline. We can't even. Find me a headline where we can just do it. It's ridiculous. The opportunity is there. It's present. It's present. And you took the opportunity to boo for what? And you know what's the worst part about it? I'm going to show you how crazy those fans who decided to boo was. You already gave her your goddamn money. What are you mad about now? You already done gave her the money. You had on the Lions gear. You bought the tickets. You went to the concession stands. You've already gave her the money. What are you booing? Come on, man. Come on, Luke. I can't believe you're not going to blame the refs at all. Football is football, man. I get it. But this discounts the poor call, if not a good take. John Doe, if I were to tell you that touching fire can burn, and I put a sign up that says, do not touch, and you still touch it and get burned, do I blame you, or do I blame the person who started the fire and put a do not touch sign up? Because in my brain, I blame the person who has control over their abilities. The Lions had control over their abilities. They never had to give the ball back to the Ravens at all. It never had to happen. So, no, I don't blame the refs. I blame the Lions. People keep saying that they can't just pay him. It will cost the team money against the cap. This what I don't understand. They forget that this is a gift. If they let him keep the money, it's a gift. He's not obligated or owed the money. It's a gift. If he was so much obligated and owed the money and he felt this way, he would take them to court. But you know what? He talked to a lawyer, and the lawyer said, hey, ain't nothing you can do with this, bro. You will lose this 10 times on Sunday. Now, if they want to give it to you as a gift, that's cool. But this damn booing, man, come on, bro. Come on. How is it someone hitting a lucky 66-yarder, same old Lions? It was pure luck. Come on, stop. That's another thing I saw. I saw people on Twitter, YouTube, talking about fire Dan Campbell, fire Anthony Lynn, the whole team sucks, start talking about the draft. Like, bruh, it's week freaking 3, and you're talking about the draft? Are you serious? Serious. Stop it. We're not going to have this, man. So you used Tupac Hit 'Em Up and made a whole video dissing Dosa Dion, who never did anything to hurt you, but we can't. What? What the hell are they talking? So you did a Tupac Hit 'Em Up, made a whole video dissing Dosa Dion, who never did anything to hurt you, but we can't boo the Fords who have hurt the Lions for centuries? Huh? Who is you talking to with that? Is that for me? That can't be for me. Is that for me? I'm going back trying to see if somebody else in the chat. What the hell is you talking, Zach, bro? What are you talking about? what Tupac hit him up video I made? Man, what in the boy? Who is this to? I can't. If that's to me, that's 100% lie. Please show me that goddamn video. That never happened. Me and Dose get along. We don't got no problem. But you tried it though. John Doe says the refs took it from these young players, Luke, period. Young players and coaching are going to make mistakes. I still believe the refs stole it from this lessons learned young team. Ref ain't take shit. Stop playing. Before we even get to the ref taking it, then you can go back to 4th and 19. See the point that I'm trying to make? It's always something before you get to a certain point before it happens. Like before a person drowns or anything, we can go back and see it. He said, I got the wrong guy then. What the hell? What Tupac video? What are you talking about? I could call Dion up right now and have him come on and have him tell you that's not true. In fact, when Dion's channel got stolen, I went full out campaign and was attacked on multiple occasions for trying to get his channel back and get people to know that the channel was not there. I've never made no diss video on anyone. What in the sweet baby Jesus is going on? Oh my God. That's nuts. All right. Well, it wasn't me, whoever made that video, but it wasn't me. Booing Sheila is pointless. Fans are mad at her parents, not her and her staff. People act like this isn't a whole new staff 2 times over since Calvin quit. I wish that they understood that. That's why I don't understand the whole booing process. This is supposed to be a moment of celebration, and it was soiled with some BS. Hey, Luke G, I love the addition by subtraction with no Collins and Flowers. Now let me get into the good, bad, and ugly. All right? The good. If you was not paying attention to what it looks like when you have comparable linebacker play, if you was not paying attention, that is why the Lions was in this game. Because on the run, they was able to not only fill gaps, and if you was, Kate, you was wondering, I just found out that Pro Football Focus, you know, that great website that no one says, that they had Derek Barnes rated as the worst player on the Lions that day. All I saw him doing was making plays. Literally. Filling gaps, forcing people outside, chasing plays down. All I saw him doing was making plays. They probably had Jamie Collins, who didn't play a single snap, rated high. But let's be honest, there was some good. It took a 66-yard field goal to beat us. Good. Ellis Anzalone looked better in his role with them moving him around to the outside and putting Burns on the inside. Good. I was so freaking happy to see them put Romeo Core hands back in the dirt. Made a world of difference. They're not talking about it in the media right now. I'm sure it'll be articles coming up real soon. That was a huge difference in what you saw. Good. Charles Harris came to play. He wanted it all. He made sure he had an opportunity and got her done. Right? Good. You finally figured out the winning formula down the stretch. And when it mattered, you stepped it up and you showed poise and guts to play it. Good. You scored on the possession to give you the lead late in the game. Good. You had some big plays. Good. Price, Parker, your young guys stepped up into the next man up role and performed. Bad. Don't hate me for the bad. It's just the reality. Bad. You missed too many tackles on the quarterback that was clean. Bad. The coverage by the linebackers could have been better in most parts, but for the most part, too many big plays to the tight end. And part of that is on Will Harris, but this is what happens when you got to deal with some of the other flaws in the game. Bad. You don't run the ball but 10 times in the first half. Even though one running back got a 7-yard average, the other one got a 6-yard average. You just kept passing it. Bad. Your protection as a whole was okay, but in most parts of the game, it was spotty at best, and it was too many penalties in the first half. Bad. You couldn't take advantage of opportunities presented to you, no matter how often they happen. And there were many of them that happened often. Bad. Your safeties are having to be too involved in some of these damn plays. You gave up too many big plays on big downs, 3rd and 18, 4th and 19, and so forth and so on. Bad. Your coach, for whatever strange reason, called a trick play that even I didn't understand. Can anybody explain to me what the hell the goal was with the pitch to the running back Swift, which he was supposed to then throw it back, and then I guess he was supposed to then throw it down the field? What the hell was the plan with that? I just don't get it. What was the plan? I was so confused. Like, I just don't get it. No one else saw it but me. Saw what? What is it? Then who was the dude who made that video dissing him, saying he controlled the Lions YouTube? I don't know. It wasn't me. So definitely was not me. Bad. I agree with this. Just score more points. It's not hard. That's all you got to do. Just score more points. I got to disagree, Luke. We got screwed by zebras all the time. Even with all the mistakes, we won that game. Then the refs robbed us. Okay. Fuck it. Let's go for it. Let's see how many things happened before we got robbed. I don't understand how we got to do this, but you know what? I'm for it. How many things occurred before we were robbed? Let's go back, people. I want y'all to understand life happens in steps. And the moment we start to take truth to that, we understand it. So let's go to, I believe it was 4th and 19, correct? Right here. So 4th and 19 to play. And, it was the 1st and 10. Here we go. So before we got to this play where we, got robbed, they gave up a 4th and 19. 1. Right? They got a sack for a -6. Great. That's great. Oh, wait, I'm scrolled up too high. I got to go back down now. All right, here we go. Let me make this back smaller so I can see what I'm doing. All right, here we go. So they got a sack 2, had an incomplete pass 3, got a sack 4. There's a kickoff 5. We made a field goal 6. Ran the ball 7. 1-yard run. No, I ain't got to go that far back. 6 things happened before we got there. If the Lions right here get a first down, they never get the ball. There's no need for the referees to have to be a part of the game. There's no need to talk about any penalties or none penalty not called. They just get the ball back. We run the clock out. We kick it for the game winning. We win 17-16. This is not hard. It's just basic football. You can disagree, but the referees is not the problem. All right, let's see. Ugly. Poor tackling on a lot of different plays. There was plays where Lamar Jackson literally was running backwards like in the Madden video game with people diving at his feet and not even coming close. There was plays that were made by the Lions that would have been a turnover, but penalties negated it. There was the 4th and 19, obviously, was another one there. But ugly is play calling in the first half. Jared Goff in the first half. Which I'm not even putting on Jared Goff because he shouldn't have been in that position. We should have been running the damn ball. Ugly. We got to talk about the not going for it on 3rd and 9 because that solves a lot of problems and we didn't. Right? This team for the most part is this. I will tell you this, for the most part, this team is showing you something totally different. It's not the same old Lions. It's not like you can look at this team and say they're much of the same. That's not true. This team has come so much further than you could ever imagine. There wasn't one game that you didn't feel like they could have won. They had the lead at halftime on the Green Bay Packers. But the problem is this. I can't start blaming referees until we play all 4 quarters. There's 4 quarters in a football game. They haven't even played 3 complete quarters. In the first game against the 49ers, 9 minutes and some change is what they played. Against Green Bay, the first half is what they played. And against this team, the second half is what they played. Give me 3 damn quarters. But until they start playing 4 quarters, you can't blame nobody else. You can't. We played well in a lot of spots, but we missed a lot of opportunities. And it's unfortunate because as much as I want to look at it and say, no, this didn't happen or that happened or we should have did this or we didn't do that, it really just boiled down to the fact that we have to be better as a team for all 4 quarters. That's what it boiled down to. Beginning to end. The one thing I can tell you is they're taking on the attitude of their head coach. That's great. Jameis Winston balled out versus New England. JT gonna let me know that every chance he get. Shout out to my man JT Sports. He said he gonna let me know every chance he get. What up, though, my man? Easy in the building. Easy, you want to hop in here? You want to tap in, as you say? It says, point went right over your head, Luke. Did I miss it? They probably did. I don't want to hear they should have scored. Nope, they should have. They should have scored. JT says, man, stop blaming shit on the ref. So tired of that excuse. The ref didn't kick a 66-yard field goal. That's what I'm saying. Even without them calling it, which would have been a 10-second runoff, whatever, it still took a 66-yard field goal. And that only got in because it bounced off the damn pole. You know, if they score, we're not even having this debate. Let me jump ahead a little bit. Shoot me a link. I'll try to make it. All right, I got you. I'm going to tell you this much. We got to start to look at this football thing a little different. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. Because now the Lions are in a unique situation. A very, very unique situation. And if you're not sure what I'm referring to, I'm about to tell you what it is. And we're going to explore it. This is where I need your help. This is where I need y'all to explain to me, am I tripping? Okay. I need y'all to, let me send this link to my man's really quick. I need y'all to, give me something to hang my hat on. Now, I don't expect for y'all to agree. I don't. But I can tell you this much. Mine is supported by actual film. The Lions never had to even get a ball back to them. And yet, somehow we did. We left it in their hands, and it sucks. Now, let's talk about the next 3 games. Because the Lions still have a chance to go 500. The division is not totally and completely out of reach. It's not. The division is still within reach. And to me, we now got to explore the possibility of the next 3 games. Because now what it's going to come down to is, do you buy or believe in the next 3 games? The next 3 games. These are the most critical 3 games that we are going to take going forward, okay? When I tell you that these 3 games could be life-altering or back-breaking, it could. That's how serious these 3 games is. And this is where you, the fan base, come in place to say, okay, here's where we have a chance. Here's where we can make a difference, or we can take a step forward to being better. And this is where I'm going to get involved with you all before I take y'all questions to find this out. So first things first, in case you were wondering, who are those 3 teams? Oh, wait, I got to get this off the screen. Hold on. Would you explain it to you in detail? Don't leave nothing out like you did. Huh? Hold on, let me go up here. What did he say? Explain what in detail? Let me see. Mine supported by actual film too. They saying the kick shouldn't have counted because the clock ran out or something. You know it was lucky kick, Luke. Yeah, I don't even care if the clock should have ran out. If you can tell me that the kick shouldn't have counted because the clock should have ran out, then I can tell you that we could have just ran the clock out and they never got the ball back. We could play this game all day. If they would have gotten that first down, everybody would have been talking about how we gave back the ball with 1:30 and a timeout left. Wait, huh? No, they didn't have any timeouts. What are you talking about? They didn't have any timeouts, bro. If it says if they would have got that first down, everybody would be talking about how we gave the ball back with 1:30 left and a timeout for the Ravens. They didn't have no timeouts. But hold on. Let me show y'all, bro. I wish I could make this stuff up. Let me just show you. Right? I know it seems crazy. Let me just show you. This is play-by-play. I went to multiple things to double-check this stuff, okay? Let's get all the way down here. All right. Here's the Lions. All right? Here's the Lions. Make it big. I want y'all to see this. There was no timeouts to be had. At 1 minute and 52 seconds, timeout number 3 by Baltimore. They didn't have no timeouts. If you get the first right here on 3rd and 9, the game over. It's over. If you get that first down, that's game. It's nothing they can do. You could have ran off the entire clock to end the game. You would have had 3 downs to run the ball. You'd have been sitting up there on a 4 or 5 yard line with your kicker getting ready to kick the ball. They would have had blocked the kick. They didn't have no timeouts. Just putting it out there. I do question the timeout and prevent defense on 4th down after the D line was getting pressure. Yeah, but before we got there, we could have ended the game way before then. But I can question that. I can 100% question why are we only sending 3? Why are we only sending 3? Why is he, getting this person here? Why is he calling the timeout? We all know that afterwards, in hindsight, they want to say, oh yeah, we changed the play after they called it a timeout. I get it. I would have still rushed 4. I probably would have blitzed. And if he take off and run, he take off and run. But he ain't finna. By the time he ran down there with that kind of clock, it'd have been over and done with. 100%. So, I mean, with all this, it says it wouldn't have been a 10-second runoff. It was a 5-yard penalty that would have made it a 71-yard field goal. Now, I double-checked this twice, and I think they said the rule is if you got a penalty in that time, it would have been a 10-second runoff unless you had a timeout. They didn't have any timeouts. Explain what you explained with these next 3 games in detail. I ain't never said I'm playing a game. I'm just saying you tripping, man. Too much Heinz ketchup for you, pal. I don't mess with the ketchup. So explain which 3 games. The next 3? I'll explain the next 3 games in detail. The next 3 games they have, I'll go through and I do it based on what the film showed me. Speaking of the next 3 games, all right, people, here we are. We got Chicago Bears next, in Chicago, right? Now, this is one of the games that I'm gonna be honest with you. I had the Lions winning. I think that they should win this game, and they should win it handily, right? This team put their rookie quarterback in, and they did something that I think is just downright wrong, bro. I think it's wrong and out of line. Okay. I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but I just want to show y'all this. This blew my mind when I saw this stat, right? Like, I could not believe this is a real thing. Pass first downs, 2. Rushing first downs, 2. First downs from penalties, 2. They had 6 first downs the whole game. They was 1 for 11 on third down, 0 for 1 on fourth, on 42 total plays for 47 yards, on 11 total drives. Now, some of y'all may be saying, well, what's the big deal there? They averaged 1.1 yard per play. How, Sway? How? How is this happening? I keep telling y'all coaches are causing people games. Golly, are you serious? 1.1 yard per play average. My man had 1 yard passing yard. He threw the ball for 68 yards, but got sacked 9 times? How many times he got freaking sacked? 9 times for 67 yards. So he got 1 yard of passing. That's nuts. Oh my God. How? And I'm showing this because I want y'all to understand something. Do not take this as who this team is. Do not act as if though that this is who this team is. They ran the ball 10 times in a whole game, bro. A whole game. 10 times. That's on the head coach. Do you believe, as a Lions fan, that the Lions can beat the Bears? That's the question right now. Right now, do you believe that the Lions can beat the Bears next Sunday? If your answer to that question is yes, we can beat the Bears, great. I do too. So there'll be 1-3. And hopefully we can make some other people take the L somewhere else. Right? I got to turn this off. This thing be coming on randomly as hell. All right. So if you believe that they can do that, great. That's a good start. So that's 1-3. Now it's finna get a little shaky. I know some of y'all finna get a little weary. Do you believe that the Lions can beat the Vikings on the road in Minnesota? You believe that? Because I'm telling you, you will be surprised. You will be surprised. Do you believe that the Lions can beat the Vikings? The Viking team who just beat a Seattle Seahawks team. In case you was wondering what happened in that game, your man Kirk Cousins was damn near 30 for 30. My man got 30 completions out of 38 attempts, 3 touchdowns, was sacked 1 time. Now I know we can get it. I know we can get to Kirk Cousins. And they may be without their best running back. Just saying. Do you believe that they can win that game? If your answer to that is yes, you got them at 2-3. You got them at 2-3. I don't think Cook gonna be playing that game. I don't. So if you got us at 1-4, fine. I'm not killing nobody on this prediction. Vikings could easily be 3-0. Lions could easily be 3-0. If they play 4 quarters. Can we beat the Cincinnati Bengals at home? I think we can. I think we can get at Joe Burrow. I think with the new shift and the new changes to the way the defense is, we can get him. And if that happens, we are at 500 at 3-3. Simple. Which means by the time we get ready to go and play the Rams, you'll be at 500. You'll probably lose that game. Who knows? Make that 3-4. You beat the Eagles, you back to 4-4, you get a bye week. Like, seriously. Now, I see some people that's like, Bengals, no, we can't beat the Bengals. That might be the case. The Bengals they've been getting touched a lot. Their quarterback been getting touched. Can't stop Jamar Chase. Don't need to. We need to do our jobs. But if you get to the bye week, 4-4, 4-4 in the bye week, with this on your schedule, how many more wins you see? Pittsburgh on the road, Cleveland on the road, Chicago at home, Minnesota at home, Denver on the road, Arizona at home, Falcons on the road, Seattle on the road, Green Bay at home. How many more wins you see? If they get to 4-4 by the bye week, if they get to 4-4, how many more wins you got? I'll show you my wins. I think we sweep the Bears, so that's one. We get one of these Viking wins. So if I got them beating us to get it to the 4-4, we lose here. I think we beat Denver. That's two. I think we surprisingly shocked Arizona. For some reason, Kyler Murray, man. But I think we shocked Arizona. But I said I'm wrong. We say no, Arizona. I think we beat the Falcons. And we'll get Green Bay. That's still 8 wins. How many wins you got the Lions at this point? They get to 4-4 or 3-3. We finished with 4 wins. Okay. Still got 5 wins. All right. Big Ben is Garbo. I got it. 4-13 would be the final record. I don't see how. 4-13 based on what? Based on what? No way. We not, bruh. Yep, they already got us predicted to be the first overall pick. And right now, it looked like the Jacksonville Jaguars want that honor. Lion King says, quit dreaming, Luke. I wish I was dreaming. Sean says 7-10. Jimbo G says still 10-13 wins this season. Tactical Puma says we're going to have a tie this season. I'll be shocked. Arizona's shocked. Bro, Arizona has been playing like good, but like inconsistent. That's why I say that. Let's see. Still 2-15. I don't see 2-15. There's no way in hell you can see 2-15 with this team. All right. If you're in here and you haven't hit that like button, please do so. Because at this time, people, this is the time that you get to ask me any questions. Any questions you have or you want to chew me out for me not wanting to be blaming the refs, then feel free to do that. Don't sleep on Arizona. I'm not sleeping on them. I'm just saying they play inconsistently. Brain of Fire says 0-17. It'll never happen. I don't know why you would even want that, but it'll never happen. I still see 7-9 wins this season. I do too. I'm with you, Go Lions. I still see 7-9 wins. Jacksonville does look really bad. They are going to get our player in the draft because they aren't taking a quarterback. We talking about draft picks, and this week 3. This is nuts to me. You talking about draft in week 3. Go find me some more articles where the fan base is talking about draft picks. Like, I don't hear that with the Jacksonville Jaguars. They just mad as hell that they drafted a cornerback and traded him the year after. So, my man SpeakEZ just joined us in the building. What's going on, Easy?
What up, man? How are you?
Same stuff, different way, man. I'm sitting up here, rain home. had an unusual day for work, but I got here and I'm here to talk some football. So what do you think? You think I don't lost my damn mind? I gotta blame the referees?
You said what one more time? I'm sorry.
Do you think I don't lost my mind and that I should be blaming the referees?
No, I mean you don't gotta blame the referees. Just I mean obviously like we should have like you want the Lions to score, but like I just like I don't know if you think the Lions weren't trying to score. I was like,
No. What I was saying wasn't even that to go and score. See, going to score is cool. You scored a touchdown, fine, right? The touchdown still makes it harder on them because they got to now score a touchdown. That's hard on them. Field goals are easy to get. Touchdowns are a little bit harder, right? But before we even get to the point of scoring the touchdown, we could have ended the game. If you want to just kick the damn ball and have a guy get his third kick of his career, you should have played for the first down because at that point they had no timeouts and the game would have been over.
I'm saying they played for all the above. It's just we gotta respect the Ravens who made plays.
Well,
I mean, the one thing is like maybe like you want like see some pass attempts out of Goff. Like, sure, okay, like I can see that argument, but like the past two games, I don't want to say it's like solely on him, but those turnovers in the past two games kind of been on him. So it's like I understand they're them being hesitant and wanting to put the ball in Goff's hands to seal a deal. Having the past 2 weeks experience. On top of like we were running the ball good, like we were running the ball well. The Ravens made plays, they made stops.
Nah. Nah. We ran the ball good. We ran the ball well. You believe that?
Yes.
What gives you to believe that we ran the ball good? We ran the ball well.
The way we play. What do you? I mean, like that. That's our offense is running the ball. Like,
okay. At halftime. Okay. Do you know how many rushing yards we had at halftime?
No. How many?
69. 69. How many? 69 at halftime, right?
Okay.
That means, and we finished the game with 93.
Okay.
So we got 24 more rushing yards in the second half. How do we run the ball good?
That's how we run the ball. I mean, we run the ball well. Like I said, you gotta respect the Ravens for making plays. Like
they didn't make no plays. We was running the ball all over them early on in the game, and he went to let's pass the ball. They didn't make no plays. What play did they have to make?
They made 3 plays in a row that forced us kicking the field goal.
No, the Lions wanted to make sure that they can kill clock. That's what they did. It wasn't like they called plays to put them for the first because the first down ends the game. The Lions ran clock. Like they was trying to kill the clock. It wasn't that big of a deal to them. They was like, let me just run the clock out.
So you think the Lions weren't trying to get the first down though, is what I'm saying? Like I don't like.
No, what I think is the Lions were playing conservative. They called 3 plays, like for example, right? If I were to go through and I were to show you some of the big runs that they had, they threw toss plays and sweeps and stuff like that, right? On this particular down, matter of fact, can I go back to it? It's still up? Okay. On this particular down, like they wasn't doing those toss and sweep plays. So right here, while we on Baltimore's 14, it says left tackle, no gain. 1 yard run, right? Off right tackle. And I'm telling you, I watched them plays. They wasn't doing like no toss plays that was getting Swift out into space like he was before. Then right here, off right tackle, -4 yards. Bro, they were just trying to kill clock.
That third down I know was one for hold on 1 second. I gotta show this to somebody. The third down they're trying to get Swift out in space. Whoever had the ball, I don't remember if it was Swift or
Jamal Williams.
Yeah.
They weren't trying to get him out in space because it's 3rd and 9.
They stuffed the play.
Bro. Okay. 24 yards in the second half is running the ball.
And the reason why we were passing so much more in the second half is because we had no points on the board at that point, if I'm not mistaken. I believe we scored all
No. We were passing more. We were passing more in the first half. In fact, there were 16 passes to 10 runs. Right? So there were 16 passes to 10 runs. Now, if you go back and you just look at the game as a whole.
Now, how about the second half?
Well, it's pretty much the same because
What's the second half?
Well, we know they threw the ball 31 times, right? And we know it's 6 teams in the half, so they threw the ball 15 times in the second half.
Why is this only giving me?
So 15 and 16 is 31.
I type it in Lions versus Ravens on Google, and every time I click the thing, it brings me to the Ravens versus Chiefs. And there's nothing more frustrating to me.
They don't want you to do it. But if you were to go back and you look at those 10 runs, they had 10 runs in the first half, right?
Okay.
So they had 10 total runs in the first half. And they ran the ball 16 times in the second. So they ran the ball more in the second, which is what they were supposed to do early on in the game. And they was hitting the running back out the backfield more. At halftime, DeAndre Swift had 1 catch. He got 7 at the end of the game. Jamal Williams still had 2 catches.
You saying we ran the ball more in the second half?
Yes. And we got 24 yards on 16 runs. They did that early on in the game. Yeah. They left a lot to be desired. And if they was planning to win, I would have went for the first down. That's just the truth. That ends the game.
It's just crazy to me. Like you say it like they weren't trying to get a first down. Like I don't like. You gotta respect the other team making plays.
Listen, I'm gonna try to see if it let me bring it up. Let me see if it'll let me bring it up, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Right? Like I don't want to discredit you. I pick up what you're putting down, right? And and we both have football minds and stuff. I'm not trying to discredit you, but I do want you to be able to see in real time what happened in these damn games. Like seriously. Like in real time, what happened in these games, bro? Like as much as I would love to sit there and be like, oh yeah, we could have did this, and this. I'm telling you, those runs that they call, those were the safest runs that you could have called. They just were. Let me see if I can find it.
I got our drive. Let me see.
Okay.
Oh, they'll tell us what kind of run. I can look at the highlights, maybe. Let me see.
That's what I'm trying to get it. If I'm trying to get it queued up to. That's what I'm trying to get it queued up to. All right, and then you can tell me if I'm wrong. You can tell me if I've lost my stuff. You always say I'm crazy anyway. Right? All right, so here we are. This is 1st and 10. We in shotgun. Really? No fullback in. No fullback. There ain't no draw. No fullback in. Here go the fullback being in. Watch this.
Oh, Goff fell on that one.
2. Here come 3. Can't make this stuff up. Here come 3. Bruh, stop playing.
I'm just saying, so they like that very last play. They made a play on defense. The play before that, you have Goff fumbling over his feet. Well, over for Ragnar.
This right here is a team right now. Look, they are expecting to run. You count how many in the box? I'll wait.
Yeah, they're expecting to run.
I know. Count how many in the box.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
How many you got in the box?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And you're just gonna run it anyway. The opportunity It's there for you to do all type of play action, sneak people out. You got to get to that yellow line. We got to get here. That's it. Watch what they do on this. They was sold out for the run, bro. We could have literally play actioned it. You got my man coming back on a crackback block. He going out this way, and he's going to run it right off of the tackle's butt. And you could, bro, I can't make this stuff up.
It's a mixture of no faith in Goff and him learning the offense.
Listen, this ain't got nothing to do with him learning the offense. And if there's an issue with him having faith in Goff, then why did you bring him here? And then it comes back to me talking to Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell. Either way it go, I'm coming back to the same conclusion. This team was
because he came with two first-round picks.
Well, he came here because they believe that he can be somebody that they can work with. But the problem is this. You call this play. They knew you were running the ball, and you saw the lineup. You had to know that they were going to think that you were going to run the ball. Why? Because they knew that you were trying to chew clock, bro. They knew that. They knew that you was trying to chew clock. That's all I'm pointing out. That's not playing to win, bro. You cannot tell me that this is the winning play for a first. Seriously. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why it's not even the winning play for the first. The most logical reason why it's not the winning play for the first. You know what that is? Ask me what that is. You're gonna love this. Ask me what it is.
What play?
This play right here. Why this play that they just called was never the winning play for the first. Ask me what the problem is.
Say it one more time.
I said, if you look at this play, I'm going to explain to you why this was never a play designed to get the first. This is a play designed to line them up for the field goal.
And this one I'm talking about, so you notice the wrist wrap on Goff's arm for the plays, to call the plays?
Yep.
He's not familiar with the offense yet.
I don't care.
And again,
I don't care. The coordinator,
they don't
the
have
coordinator and head
to
coach
close out the game, and he's not in tune enough with the offense to call an audible out of it. Like,
listen, it's not even about an audible out of it. The coordinator and the head coach have an opportunity. If they was playing for the first down, they would have ran it to the strength of our side, which is the left. They didn't run it to the left. In fact, they made our damn tight end, who probably would have been a matchup nightmare for any of those guys. They made him run back on a damn crackback block to the right, the weakest side of our line. How was this the winning play for the first? How? There's no way you can tell me that this is the winning play. If they had ran this thing to the left, I would have believed it. They didn't even go to the strength of their offensive line.
I would side with the Gold Lions in this one too, where they're also hitting into the hash mark where a kicker can kick it from.
I know, and that's my problem. They played it safe. They played it for a kicker who to take his third kick of his NFL career to win the game.
Like you say, like they played like purposely just to kick the ball. Like Luke, they're playing for a first down at the same time. Like you got to credit the defense when the defense makes a play. Like
I can credit the defense. I don't have a problem crediting the defense. What I have an issue with is this particular play call that they call. If they were trying to play for a first down, they wouldn't have ran the ball to our weakest side of our team. They wouldn't have done that. They wouldn't have.
Well, Luke, you want to win the game, right? You gotta be precautionary of like us. Okay, if we don't get this first down, we gotta kick this field goal with this guy we just brought up this week. Who, by the way,
it was his third kick. You felt more comfortable letting the guy who's getting ready to make his third kick to win the game come in and kick the ball over the quarterback throwing it. Come on, make it make sense, bro. This was his third kick of his career, bro. His third kick. He got called up from the practice squad, bro. And that was his third kick. You felt that confidence in him that you were going to give him the third kick. Make it make sense, bro.
Yeah, that's why they ran to that side of the field.
Right, because they were playing for the field goal.
They weren't running it for him to kick. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a precautionary. If we don't get this first down, at least we're on this side of the field.
So they wasn't running it for him. They wasn't running it for him to kick. They was being cautious, is what you're saying.
They're running for the first down, right? But we still, in case we don't get the first down, precaution, let's be on the hash mark that our kicker can make the kick because we're still technically down.
Okay. So let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you a question. Did you believe that play that they called, they was really trying to get the first down? You really believe that?
Luke, every play they're trying to get the first down, touchdown. Yes.
Okay. All right.
You really believe they weren't trying to get a first down?
Yes.
You think like, oh, they don't even want to get a first down to end the game. They just want to kick it and play defense. That's what you think that you out of your damn mind. You are crazy.
Yes. I think he went into that possession with the attitude to chew clock. I think that's what he did. I think he wanted to chew clock, kick the ball, leave them with no timeouts, and say, hey, y'all got to force your way down the field with 50-some seconds. Yes, I do not believe that he was trying to run and get a first down at all. No. I think he literally said to himself, fudge cake, let me get this clock as down as far as possible. Because think about it. If he wasn't trying to do that, why not take one of those plays to go for the first?
Every single play was to go for the first, Luke. The play before that, he literally tripped up over Ragnar. I want to say over himself, but in fairness, it was over Ragnar.
So you believe that every play they called on that last drive was to get the first?
Luke, yes. What do you mean? You play to win a damn game. You don't play to fucking like be cute and kick a field goal.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Okay. I wish I could explain it to you. I wish I could show it to you.
There's no way to explain that. You sound crazy as hell right now.
I wish there's a way for me to explain it to you, but there's no way I can explain it to you because guess what? If they get the first down, it's the game over.
Yes.
Okay. At the point that on 3rd and 9, they get the first down, game over. How many timeouts did the Ravens have on 3rd and 9?
0.
And you call a play to the right side of our offensive line. Got it. Come on, bro. Come on. You can say what you want, but the proof is in the pudding. They were playing.
What do you mean? There's no proof and no pudding. What are you talking about?
Listen,
Luke, you just take a deep breath and think. Like, man, it does sound kind of crazy.
No, it don't. I want you to take a second and think.
Oh my goodness.
Right? Like, I'm just telling you. If you're going to look at this play, if you're going to look at this very play, it's 3rd and 9. You call a play that evolves around you. The freaking defense had 9, 10. How many people you counted in the box? You counted it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All them people in the box, they knew we was running the damn ball. They knew we were. And they just knew we just got to stop it because they playing for a field goal. You left the game in the hands of the other team. If you was for real, you would have came out in that same formation, called a bootleg, called a play action or something else that would have got somebody out in space because they sold out for the run. Hell, I can show you a play. I can show you a play earlier in the game where he called a play action and the whole defense bid on it. That's how much they was trying to stop that run. And you on 3rd and 9, and you telling me the best play you came up with was that? Come on, bro.
Keeping the clock going, still trying to get the first down, not sure having faith in Goff, and Goff not knowing the offense enough to call an audible. Like, that's what you get. I mean, that's where we're at with this team. That's not. I don't respect like much else other than that. Would I wanted them to get the first down and win the game? Like, yeah, but like that's where we're at with this team. That's why when people were talking about like 9, 10 wins, like you guys are crazy. But
I just don't see.
They
I
want to
just
kick a
don't
field
see
goal against Lamar Jackson and Justin Tucker. Like, that's just like
you really believe in your heart of hearts.
Yes.
That they really just was like, you know what, bro? Look at this, right? Look at this. Look at this chart. We're gonna look at Swift's chart right here. All these passes that they went to the right, these are passes. They're doing passes and cool stuff to the right, toss plays and stuff. to the right, passes. Now all of a sudden, you call this goddamn play and want me to believe that this was the one that they thought they was going to end the game on. Bruh, stop. Look at let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we ain't gonna count them. Let's count the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They knew we were running the ball. They knew we were trying to do nothing but kill clock because they had no timeouts. They had none. If we throw the ball here, if you call a play action and throw the ball here, and with the way that they was getting ready to sell out, I guarantee you, even if you got an incomplete, you still take the field goal. And yes, you leave time on the clock for them to get it. I understand that. You leave the time on the clock. But it's still basically putting them in the same scenario where guess what? They have to still go down with the final possession. I'm telling you, let's end the game right here. Go for the first. The touchdown would have did it, but let's go for the first. This is not a go for the first play, bro. There's no way you're gonna convince me this is a go for the first play. Now, look at this whole left side, just dead. They deaded it. Imagine if they threw a toss play this way, or they did and threw the ball up here. Who on this side of the line was going to really stop TJ Hockenson? Just look at it, bro. Look at this first play. They knew they were trying to chew clock out on this. We needed a first. There was nobody that was going to. Who over here was going? Bro, look at this. Look at him. He bailed out. He bailed out. I gotta get over here.
It's hot with emotion.
Who went in motion?
I mean, not motion, but the crack block.
But that's the problem. This was not the winning play for the first. Not 9 yard. You was gonna get a 9-yard run from here. Come on, bro. Stop playing. Come on, man. Come on, easy. Come on, bro. Seriously. What can I say, dog? What can I say? Let me see if I missed any questions, man. Easy said, I don't lost my damn mind. They was playing for the first. I'll tell Drake Bell. I'll tell Jamal Williams. I'll say, it's no way you're going to tell me that that's the play that's going to get you the first down. There's no way you're going to tell me that. You were playing for the field goal. Let's keep it 100. I guarantee they would be like, yeah, we were trying to just kill the clock. This ain't no hindsight. This is not hindsight. You can go and check the Discord. I was screaming, either get the touchdown or pick up the first, and they just did the opposite. This is not hindsight for me. This is me watching the game and understanding the situation. Our coach did not. How many times has a team won a game on a late play action pass where they slid out the tight end or fullback? A lot. Why they cheat us? Why they cheat us? Play clock violation, dog. Play clock. Before we got there, we should have had the game over. They should have never got another possession. You disagree with that too, Easy?
What?
That they do you like that they cheated us on that thing?
Oh, we definitely got cheated.
So we got cheated too?
You talking about with the clock?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we got. What do you mean? You thought we got cheated? Yeah, we got cheated.
Okay.
How we not get cheated?
I'm just asking you.
Wait, so you saying we didn't get cheated?
They said the Ravens bust through our O-line because they was playing to run. They was playing to run. That's why. No, I just listen. If you think we got cheated, I'm not gonna kill it. I do not, under no circumstances, believe that we got cheated. I believe that the Lions had the capability to control their destiny and their fate.
Well, that part is true, but you can't. You could we could still have gotten cheated. Like that part is definitely still true.
Yeah, but where do we get cheated at?
What do you mean when the clock ran 2 seconds before they hiked the ball?
Okay,
probably the part we got cheated. Was that not getting cheated?
And that's getting cheated to you.
Is it fair play?
Well, listen. Before we got there, how about we not give up a
No.
We're not
talking about before we got there. We're talking about that situation. That's not getting cheated. That's fair play.
Listen, as far as I'm concerned, it is. That's human error.
Oh,
Human error happens every freaking game, bro. They had a whole entire pass that could have easily been construed as a drop pass on Raymond. They didn't call it. You had another part of the game where I believe there was a helmet to helmet hit on what the hell that receiver name? Hollywood Brown? Oh, it might have been the other damn dude, Watkins. It might have been Watkins. They didn't call that. Right? Like that play, that weird ass play where Swift, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. When he threw the ball back, that to me was a fumble. They overturned it. So now we're gonna get to the end of the game and we got cheated. Come on, man. It's human errors in this thing. That's part of it. When it's something so egregious, I get it. Most fans, from what I understand, is most fans in the stands didn't even know that there was a delay of game issue.
Well, yeah, people in the stands aren't really like, especially a moment like that, all your adrenaline's going and stuff like that. You're not really like looking at that type of shit. You're watching the play. But no, we definitely still got cheated. Like both things, I totally agree. Like Lions had every like. You have to be accountable for like every situation and opportunity that you had with the football, but that does not mean that we didn't get cheated still at the end of the game. Like both things can definitely be true.
No, I'm fine with two things being true, but I've always lived my life on what happened before I got here. Like, for example, like nobody just wakes up and is an alcoholic. I just woke up alcoholic. No, you things happen that led to you becoming an alcoholic. Or nobody just wakes up and say, I'm a drug addict. No, things happen that led to you being a drug addict, and you have to explore those things in recovery to discover like how to get past it and to heal. And so that's how I look at life, and that's how I look at sports. What happened before we got there? Like what happened before we even got there?
And like I said, both things can still be true, or like that still shouldn't have happened. Like that's something that's like basic as fuck. The clock is either 0 or it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like
right. And so to you, we got cheated.
Yeah. We lost the game and we got cheated. All due respect to Justin Tucker and that field goal. Like I can't take that away from him. Like you 100% deserve to win if you're kicking field goals like that.
So
we still got cheated, yes.
Okay. So we got cheated. Got it. Even though it still took a 66-yard field goal, we got cheated. I got it.
Yes, because we got cheated before the 60-yard field goal.
Okay. I get it. So we can now account that we got we can now account for us being cheated before the field goal, but we can't account for they ever got the ball back. Just get the first.
No one's discounting that they didn't should have got the first down or any of that.
Okay.
No one's taking that away from you at all. But you have to admit that they got fucked. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Like I said, the clock's either 0 or it's not. There's no debate in that one.
No,
there's no debate in that one.
For me, it's definitely a debate because guess what?
Oh my!
I see it all the time. I see it all the times where referees have bad calls. The difference is good teams take it out of their hands. It's not left into their hands. The Lions fan base is going to. It's always a Lion fan base to want to blame the refs. We find every excuse to blame the ref, but all the things that happened before we got there, we're gonna ignore it.
This isn't finding an excuse. This is clear as day. Like this not no like hunting for reasons why we lost.
Okay, listen. We listen. It is what it is. You don't score no points in the first half. Blame it on the refs. Got it. You run the ball 10 times in the first half, throw it 16. Got it.
Stop trying to correlate.
Got it.
We're talking about just that situation. They got fucked.
39. You call a weak run play.
We're not talking about nothing else before that. We're talking about that situation. Yes, we got fucked on that situation. There's no debate in it.
Please.
Luke, how's the rules work? When the clock hits 0 and you you hike the ball after that, is that delay a game?
Yeah, but I've seen games, and it's not me making it up. I've seen games where the clock has hit 0 and they still snapped it.
Look, just answer for me. You get 1 second. you technically get 1 second after when it hits 0.
Okay. Well, you got that from Gene, but go ahead.
Now, if you hit 2 seconds run, is that delay a game?
Yes, it's a delay game.
Okay, and then does that result in like a 10-second runoff with that too, if I'm not mistaken?
Well, somebody in the chat said it's not a 10-second runoff; it's just a 5-yard penalty. But I thought on any play at the end of the game, according to the rules, if you get that penalty like that, then it's a 10-second runoff. But if it's just a 5-yard penalty, which that might be the difference in the thing. Now, if it's just a 5-yard penalty, cool. If it's a 10-second runoff, cool. But at the end of the day, that still leaves it in the hands of the refs, and I don't like that. And so, therefore, I'm not counting that. We needed to do a little bit more.
We definitely need to do a little bit more, but we definitely still got fucked.
I'm just gonna tell you what Dan Campbell said. The bottom line, we talked about it all the time, but you have no idea what that play in the first quarter can do when you're sitting there at the end of the fourth quarter for the win. He said, so every play counts. Man, every opportunity counts, every drive counts. You can get 3 more points in the first half or get 1 more stop in the first half. It makes all the difference. He didn't say nothing about the second half. It's all about the first part. He went to what happened before we got here. The Lions had every opportunity to be up literally by more than 21 points. They mustered 0 in the first half. And then even after the second half, they only mustered 17. This is just too many things that happened before we got to that point.
That's true. But we still got fucked in the call.
I ain't mad at you, bro. I ain't mad at you. It's good. It's good for the topic at hand. Any other questions before I get up out of here? Easy, man. You'll be getting off late, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, like basically, so I do like the YouTube clips over here. So like, I gotta wait till all these damn shows are done. But, you know what I'm saying? We working on.
I know you saw me. I know you saw me in the chat talking to Terry Foss because I'm sick of the same old mantras about they deserve this, and I'm like, what? You're praising that trash? They deserve to boo. It's been all these years, man. Go to sleep. I'm telling you, bro, because I do love what be going on over there. But it's certain personalities that I be having to like stay quiet on, bro. Because I don't want to be that guy. But they be saying some stuff that I be like, you just pushing the same pander that you've been pushing for years. And if you not saying that, it's ridiculous. There's no logical explanation for fans to boo when they manage to bring the guy back. I can see if she showed up to a neutral site where he wasn't in the stadium or none of this other stuff. I can see if that happened. She got that man because I know she had to pay him. So she paid him to be there. Let's get that out the way. And she got that man to show up to the damn stadium for the fans, and they booed.
No, that's true.
That's ridiculous.
It was definitely distasteful. But I mean, that's the thing that's weird is like we know, like you and I know, like the rule or whatever, they have to like count against the cap or however the situation was. I don't remember the exact rules that.
Yeah, it was something like they cannot just give them. The NFL has to approve it, and the NFL is like, we're not approving that. Like the NFL is like, you can tell him.
Yeah, and I get like how it looks outside of that for sure, because like look, if he would have got paid or something had been fixed before then, and none of this shit hit the media, and they let it hit the media too though, like you said, you gotta be accountable for all things that led up to that, and like there was plenty of situations where like, especially when it hit the media, where things got fixed and then it came out that didn't, like that was ugly.
Yeah, I think the Forest put that out there because they really thought that they was getting close to a resolution, and then something happened. The Forest do not owe him anything. It's a gift.
And if anything, like be open and transparent about it, because like that avoids the whole thing. Like I don't know, in my opinion.
Well,
but it was distasteful. It definitely was distasteful. Just like don't let Calvin hit the field and hear any type of booze. I don't care who we sit next to. I don't care if it was Donald Trump and Fort Hamp's love child next to him. You know what I'm saying? Like don't boo when Calvin was on that field, man. We're lucky he was there after all that stuff.
I'm just saying I did not like the whole booing, and I didn't like Terry Foster sitting there praising it to myself when they deserve it. They supposed. I'm like thinking to myself like, she wasn't in charge. She wasn't the one. Like she's brought you something that you can be happy about. Hell, you got everybody in the media going, this Lion team is going to be scary come next year. They're going to upset and mess up a lot of people's season this year. And what they doing is they turned around and little boo, great job. Come on, I'm sick of this same old Lion fan attitude.
And I thought I was about to be nervous for Justin Fields, but after watching that defense contain Lamar Jackson, what the fuck Justin Fields gonna do to us? Like, especially once we add on more to man, I can't wait, man.
Jimbo G said, he said, you love ignoring people. I don't care if you mad at me. Jimbo, you know damn well ain't nobody over here mad. We talking ball, baby. This is how we do it. We talking ball 100%. I still don't. Yeah. And you ain't lying about the vacation, bro. I do need a vacation 100%. But I tell you what, the idea that it's a cheat to me, cheated would imply that no matter what we did, they strategically did things to ensure that we lose the game. I don't know how letting the guy take a 66-yard field goal ensures that we lose the game. If the idea is where you let them get a shot with a 66-yard field goal before today, or I'm gonna say today, before yesterday, a 66, let alone a 65-yard field goal had never went in. The conditions were perfect. Indoor team, everything had to be perfect, and so it went down. But I don't think we got cheated. Luke, there's a difference about judgment call and a procedure call. The time clock is straightforward. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
where I'm at. It's either 0 or it's not.
So let's see. All right. What are your final thoughts for the people, Easy?
Man, I appreciate you allowing me some time to hop in your stream, man. I really do appreciate it. Sometimes I'm giving myself the excuse of working too much where I'm not doing my own shit. So anytime I get to hop on with you, I do appreciate it.
We got to do more. I think they actually enjoy the fact that we don't. Not only do we not agree, we disagree on whole other ends of the spectrum. like Easy think I'm batshit crazy, right? But I think I'm like Easy. He's just too mainstream right now. I think you know, to me, Easy went from being he ended from being like selling CDs out his trunk to not being like commercial. So it's like instead of me getting them hard hitting tracks, I'm getting the commercial response. Like he's so political right now. I need the old Easy back. You know what I'm saying? You get ready to give your name up to my man's Braylon. I'm like, man, don't give your name up. You cannot go back to Poppy. We can't do it, bro.
Yo, man, I would have had to give it up, man. That's Braylon Edwards.
You had to give up the name Easy. We can't be doing that, bro.
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
6'4", a whole lot of athleticism. I ain't winning that fight.
Wait, so you beating up Bruce Lee, but
hell
but
no,
6'4" Braylon, that's too much right there.
Hell yeah, Bruce Lee little as hell. And he's an actor. Bruce Lee, Braylon ain't no actor.
You a bully, man. Oh yeah, Pope Bruce Lee, he ain't nothing but an actor. I choke him out. Braylon show up. What up, though? You all right? Everything look good?
Hey, Braylon show up. What up, Easy? No,
listen, you did have a good interview over there with him that I thought was 100% dope. Like it was like dope to see that whole type of interaction. So plug the channel in case people don't know. Let them know to check out that video. I think that you can appreciate it, in my opinion. You know, just tell them tell them what you're doing, because you starting to get more and more stuff on the Easy channel versus the Woodward channel. So let the people know how they get up there and catch up with you, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I need to remember to do that kind of stuff. But yeah, man, if you guys could, man, I really appreciate you guys check out the interview/podcast I did with Braylon Edwards last week. It's right up there on the Speakeasy channel. Like Lou said, I'm trying to get it back cracking over there. I'll try to hit you guys back with some fantasy sports, and whenever I can, some Lions content too, man. You guys already know I love my Detroit Lions. So when Luke get to insult my head coach, like he's not trying to get a first down.
He ain't, bro. He's playing safe.
But no, for if you guys head over to SpeakEZ Sports, the YouTube page, check out the interview with Braylon Edwards. And the more like love we get, man, the more like dope people we can bring on like that. Because I can show them, like, hey, look, this is what we did with Braylon Edwards, or this is what we did with Glover Quin or Darius Slay. So you guys check that out, man. If anything, drop the like button, hit subscribe. I'd appreciate that at least.
Also, I want to ask you this question because I'm just curious before we bounce on you, and I want to get your opinion on it. The next 3 games, the Detroit Lions have the Bears, Vikings, and Bengals. How do you see those next 3 games finishing?
2-1.
2-1. So you got us going 2-4 in the first 6 games.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. Look, I just asked him, man. I got to put it out there.
What about
all
you?
Right, I got us winning all 3 of those.
Okay.
You know why? Because I never thought we would be touching Lamar Jackson like that. I never thought, but I thought about it. I'm like, we don't touch all them quarterbacks. A-Rod, Garoppolo, we getting to the quarterback. It's one of the reasons why I haven't been killing our D-line. I've been killing our linebackers. So I think we get, man, bro, did you see how they just did Jalen Fields? Jalen? That man had 1.1 yard per play average, bro. How you pull that off?
Justin, yeah.
Justin, yeah.
Hey, and I knew it was going to be that way too, Luke, because here's the thing. Like, I get NFL quarterbacks. Like, all due respect for anyone who makes the league. But, like, ain't no way Andy Dalton is a superior, like, pure talent than Justin Fields. So the fact that he was starting before him let me knew that Justin wasn't ready for the league. He's not ready yet. He may be eventually, but not now.
Dude,
I knew that was going to happen.
I feel bad for dog. I ain't gonna lie. As much as I wanted to relish in his punishment, I was like, I can't. I found myself yelling at the TV screen, saying to myself, and this is why you fire head coaches. I don't know when people gonna start seeing it, but it is what it is.
I'm relishing in it because I was low-key nervous about dog. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was going to be – he still might, but after seeing us contain Lamar, I ain't that worried about him no more.
All right, people. As always, this is the show, and I can't never end the show unless I do it on a positive note, because to me, there's enough negativity going around in this world, and I damn sure don't want to add to it. So I want to make sure that I'm able to give you something positive to think about. Okay. This positive quote comes from the internet because I can't never find who says these things. I just see the quote, and I think it's awesome. This quote comes from the internet, and it says, "So what? You was not invited. Get very comfortable with being uninvited." Now, at first I heard this and I thought to myself, "Dang, that's some thought-provoking stuff, right?" Because people often get mad like they didn't invite me to this and they didn't invite me to that, or I wasn't in the mix on this and I wasn't in the mix on that. But what is it about you that they need to exclude you? Right? Think to yourself the question, what is it about you? Most people tend to go in a negative route and like to say things like, "Oh, there's something wrong with you." But could it just be that that's a group of people that have been removed from your circle because they mean nothing but discomfort and hatred and negativity for you? Sometimes you got to just be happy and blessed when you can single-handedly have a moment in your life to single out people who are not for you. The moment you realize that, the moment you get comfortable in that moment, it's the moment that you find that you don't need too many things to make yourself be successful. You need 3, me, myself, and I. And you will see that at the end of the day, those same people who did not invite you did it solely because that you coming there would have made their big day so much smaller. Why? Because you are a constant reminder of what they could have been and what they should have been. And who wants to be reminded of their failures when they see somebody doing what they want to do? Keep being good with being uninvited and letting those people who can't find time for you go. It's the best parts of being you. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe and notification bell. I'll be back at it again as we prepare ourselves for the Bears. I got to show y'all with this Bear game that I think is going to open it wide open, thus giving you the blueprint to how to beat them. And if you have not already, hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. And as always, don't be no chump. Please do your research. We are out.